Dear students, welcome. Today's discussion topic is mathematical library method. This topic is very important part of Java programming. So I request to everyone, give your full concentration to the class. So now I am going to explain what is a math class, and after explaining I will show you how to use in a program. So let's start. First, what is a math class? The Java math class provides more advanced mathematical calculations than what the basic Java math operators provide. The math class contains methods for finding maximum or minimum of the true values, like rounding values, logarithms, functions, square of root, and the trigonometric function like sine, cos, tan, and others. So math is located in the Java lang packages. Math function is located in the Java lang packages and not in Java math. So thus the full qualified class name is Java lang math. Since the many of the functions of the math class are independent from each other, and each method will be explained in its own section below. So now here you see all the math functions are provided from the lang packages. So we can also write the math function like Java lang math. That is a statement we also use in a programming language. But by default, Java lang package is already default declared in a program. So Java math class provide the several methods to work on math calculations like min, max, AVG, sine, cos, tan, round off, save, plot, and ABS and others. So today I will discuss about this math function like min is the max minimum function, it is a maximum, AVG is average, and these are the trigonometric functions like sine, cos, tan, round off, save, log, and absolute. Now we are going to use the math function in a programming language. So let's go and how to use in math program, how to use the math function in a programming language to show. Now students, I have already opened the BlueJ, and first we're going to create a class math underscore example. We cannot write the class is math. Math is a keyword and also a class of Java. So we cannot write this class name. So we have write the math underscore example. Okay, and click on the OK button. Then you right click on the class and open editor. And we are know what is the next steps. Select all codes and delete. Now here we declare the class name first, and here write the class name example, and going to write a main function statement. So this is the main function, I have already declared. Now first math function is power. That is power, and how to use this math function in a programming language. So first we are take a variables int n. I have assigned the value of n is 5, and another variable I am taking double and take for p. P means power, and give that equal sign, and we have to declare the math class. How to declare it? First you write the math is always the first character should be capital when you declare math class, and after write full stop and declare the method, that is power. And when you declare the method's power, there are two arguments names. First is a value and second one used for the powers. So I have already number taken 5 and which is storing int. So first I am giving here the number, and as a power I am write here 2 and close your bracket and give the symbol and give that statement to write here system out.println and write here value p equal what is the value 2. So you write here 2. Now again I am explaining how to use the power function and what is the syntax of the program. So math functions are accept the two arguments. First is no is used as a number and second number as a power. So I know very well what is square of 5, that value will become 25. So we can easily write through the math functions math.power, that is number, and comma we will use a power, which is the number 2. That means 5 is 2 times multiply, and this statement used for display your value. What is the value of p? Now compile our codes. There will no syntax error, and put the class and compile, and here void main string edges. Now see 25.0, it is a value of p because I have given square of p, that is a 5.0. Now we have to clear it. Next value will become, so automatically one value will show here. Now one question is that I am using here integer type value, but why I am taking here double data type? If you have right here int, now look at the statement here, give the red color underline. What is the meaning of red color underline? Now look, write the message incompatible types, possibly lossy conversion from double to int. So previous classes I have already introduced the double allocate a memory 8 bits and integer as a 4 bits. So that math power functions return a value a double as a double data type. So we cannot store a value double value in type of variables. So that error will come automatically and written here possibly lossy conversion from double to int, because the double is that size of the memory byte is much bigger than the integer. So integer allocate the 4 bytes in the memory, and byte double is a 8 bytes memory. So we cannot store a double data type into an integer. So that's error will come. And if you write here double, so error will not show it, because it can also use double for carrying the resultant value, and that power function, the math function power, always the return double derive, and we are storing use as a derive as a double and take the value. So students, it's return the value of a variable to the power to a n, and there takes two arguments. First is a number and that is for a power. So that is a definition of the power function. I hope this function you understand. Now if you write here 3, that means 5 cube. Now close and going to 1. Now you see 3 times 5 multiplied. So 5 into 5, 25, and 25 into 5, that is 125. So 5 to the power cube is the value of 125. Okay, so that is a function definition of a power function. Now move on to the next function, that is SQRT. Simply we are writing here SQRT. Okay. Now that several the different types of method are accept different types of value. So SQRT methods, they are using here takes accept only one arguments. Okay, one argument means that takes a one value. Okay, so I am just change the value here 36. So you write NO, that is a number. Okay. Now tell me what is a square of root value of 36. So root of square 36 will be 6. So automatically P value will be C here 6. Now compile, no syntax error, then right click and go to the main function and right here. So 6.0 will be so. That is the root of square is 36. Okay. Again we have write something different types of data like 81. So tell me what is a square of root of 81. So I think 9 will be displayed. So 81 square of root value is 9. So now again we compile and right click here to the main function and see that output 9 will be done. So we can easily find the positive square root of a number. So this SQRT function or methods returns the positive square root of a number, and they have only takes a one arguments, and here the return a double data type value. Okay, double type value. If you write here integer, so again that same type of error will be given. So that means possibly logic conversation. So I have already told what the reasons are given error here. So we cannot store an integer data type to a result value is double. So we can also use here double. So there are no logic conversations. We can easily take the value. Okay, that is a SQRT function. Now next function, the CVRT, that is cube void root of a number. So CVRT. What is the name of the function? That function name is cube void root of a number, and it returns the positive cube void root of a number. So I am just putting here the value in, obviously take the double arguments. Now I am change the value, change the variable and data type. So check equals to, I am writing here 42.875, and this. Now that cuboid of root I think will be 3.5 is it. Now again, so we compile, there is no error. So what will be the output? Yes, you see that 3.5 will come. So that functions are created by the JVM, and we just declare the math function and with the methods, and functions automatically done by the JVM. So CVRT functions returns the positive cuboid root of a number. The next function is sil. First we have to clear the screen and go to the next function. What is function of sil? One thing you see here, I am just changing the method or function, but we are not changing here math. So all these functions, those functions I have discussed here, so that is are provided by the math class. Okay, so just math class are collections of different types of methods, mathematical methods or also logical methods. Now next methods I have declared here sil, C-E-I-L. Okay, what is the sil function? Now I am taking the arguments like sil, like 7.8. What is sil function? The sil function return the nearest next integer value. What is the sil function? Sil function you write here, it returns the nearest next integer value. Okay, that is sil function. So 7.8, what is the nearest next integer? Nearest next integer means it is the 8.0. So now look at here, what will be the output of this following programs? So I think it will be 8.0. It is the next integer of 7.8. Run here. So now is 8.8 is the nearest integer of 7.8. If you are writing here 7.2, that also, now first clear it, go to the class, run again, and open the terminal window and see the output 8.0. So when you have to give the positive numbers, like 7. If you are right here 7.0, so what will be the nearest integer value of 7.0? See, there will be no change. The 7.0 is nearest the value or nearest integer value is 7.0. There will be nothing changed. Okay. If you write here 7.1, compile, and you have to run 7.1. Now it will be 8. Okay. So I understand. So if you are putting a negative number, if you are to put the negative number, what will be the next integer value? So if you write here 5.5 minus. Now here 5.5, what is the nearest integer value? That is, our definition is a negative number, is not plus. If you are putting plus, so 6 will be displayed. Here will be 6 if you are not using a negative number. So nearest integer is 6.0. So if you are putting minus, what will be the next integer value? Now look at the output of the next integer value is minus 5.0. It is a value of nearest integer value. So that is sil function. Now going to discuss about the function that is float. So we have to change the function name here, float, or method name, float. And tell me what is the float function. So sil function returns the nearest the next integer value, and float is vice versa, like previous integer value is the nearest and it is here previous. So you write here it returns the nearest, okay, nearest previous value, okay, nearest, here you write previous integer value, okay, previous integer. So if you are putting here 5.5, so what will be the previous value of the floor? So that will be 5.0 will become as a float number. So now here, look at the output of the following function is 5.0. It is a float. Now here we have to put the minus. What is the previous value? So it is minus 6.0. Will be the output of the following code. Write the main function. Okay, so minus 6.0. And this is a very important function, that is seal or float. And many times in the exam the questions has came and the students give to the wrong answer, and also they have to confuse about the seal and the float. So you must the watch is very carefully these two examples or two codings of map of the seal functions. I hope you understand that what is the difference between the map and seal and the floor function. Next function is round. That is called also round-up function. So here using round, how are you doing? What is the definition of round function? It's return the return the nearest integer value. It is the only nearest integer value, not previous and not next. It is the nearest integer value. If you suppose you write here 7.2, what will be the nearest number as a round-up? Okay. So you see, all function using the method, that is 7.0. That is the nearest round-up function of 7.2. If you write here 7.5, what will be the nearest number? Just change the value here 7.8. So automatically 7.5 means we have used 50% more than the number here, 7.8. So next integer value will be the 8.0. So here you write so 8.0. So it is a very common function. So we are using math class, that is a round-up. That means it returns the nearest integer value of the given numbers. And here, how many arguments are accepted? These all functions, seal, floor, and round. These are only one values are accepted. This method. So as arguments, only one number we have to give. Next function, absolute. That means ABS. And what is the absolute function? Absolute function always give to the negative number, convert into a positive, and also remove the sign. Absolute value of the arguments, which is the value without the signs, or you can also tell to return the absolute value of the argument, which is the value without the sign. Okay. Now I'm seeing one example of absolute function, like 7.8 minus. Okay, so absolute function of showing here, remove the sign and convert into a positive number. If you remove the numbers, the number will be converted into a positive. So absolute function always return the absolute value. Right click, yes, 7.8. That you have removed the minus sign here. So that is the function absolute to remove the sign without value. Okay, without sign. Represent the value without sign. It is a absolute function. Okay. Next functions, max. That is called maximum. Okay. Max.max. Here we can see we are comparing value. A map function or maximum or minimum is two kinds of methods where we accept only two values because we have to compare the value which is the maximum and which is the small one. So maximum function find out the maximum value from the given arguments. So I need two variables like a, and I am putting here 15 and comma. I am taking another variable b which is the 51 inside. So here see that we cannot symbol any variable. We put the variables a first, a, comma, and second variable b. So maximum function accepts the two arguments where we compare the two variables which is the maximum one. We can see obviously b is the highest number, it is the 51. So automatically the 51 will be stored at b and automatically display the 51 numbers. Here no syntax error, then the compile and right click void and it is a 51.0. That means I am take the variable in a double. So if you are putting here integer, put here integer. Now you also change here int. There is no problem to an error in string because the maximum function return the largest of two arguments which should be of the same data type as that to be returned, and is an overload function. It is an overload function which works for the data type int, long, float, double as well. Not only double, that which works for also data int, long, dot and double as well. So we can use any data type in the function of max. So if you write here 150, so 150 will be returned because we have to check the maximum value. Compile. So clear here. Now again compile. Open the terminal and see what is the largest value. Open our coding and putting 150. And here we also see that the value of the variables are returning 1.50. Okay, so that is the answer. Next is minimum, that is called the minimum. Same thing, same value we have to input it 150 and 51. What is the minimum value? 51. So here first compile, go to the class here. Okay. Again open, that is 51. That is the smallest value. What is the definition of minimum function? It returns the smallest or smaller of the two arguments. What are the arguments? Argument first is 1 and second argument is b. So two arguments which should be of the same data type as of the returns. So min function is an overload function. Overload means that more than one value have used. Includes we can any data type. I am already told like that maximum and minimum the same kind of function. You can also use the same kind of data type like int, long, float and double as well. So a similar actually syntax of the minimum and the maximum functions. Now last function I will discuss it, that is a random. So right here random. Okay. It is a random function. What is the meaning of random functions? We are not required any values and also any type as an accept as an arguments. Not need to. It is a default method. Okay. What is it? It is a default method. So here we can see that map random. Random I have to put in here. showing here error because again you see possibly logic conversion from double to int. Again same kind of error are showing because random functions are returns and double derivative. So if you again write here double, you cannot store here as an integer type variable. Okay. So we have again put the variable as a double. So error will remove automatically and you just clear your screen. And it's returned the positive random numbers, not same number or sign. It returns a positive random numbers lying between 0.0 and 1.0. Remember these things, and I am here write the description. It is a returns positive. Okay, positive random numbers laying between 0.0 and 1.0. Okay, maybe 0.0 or 1.0. The two numbers will are showing here. So we have into multiple points. Okay. Now you see that definition of the function. It returns a positive random number ranging between 0.0 and 1.0. Whenever this statement is executed, a random number is placed in P. Okay, these are variable. So now we have randomly executed these functions more than 3 times. So first time I am executing here. You see, first is a value like first value. You look at the first value, you cannot remove here. It is already showing. Now next time again compile. Okay, again execute it. The same class. Now what will be the next number? That number is different number is coming when this programming are executed. And third time. Now you see the third time, and 3 times value is different. Okay. So it's written a positive random number, the length 0.0 and 1.0. So between number will be shown. So I hope students you will understand what I am discussing today. All the math functions. It's very easy to use it and explains everything to the programming, and you try at your home. I hope it's not difficult for you, and it also do it very easy. So thank you students for watching my video.